Today, we've got a true David versus Goliath matchup, if I've ever seen one. In one corner, we've got the Rode VideoMicro, a small, compact, on-camera microphone with an affordable price tag of around $50. And in the other corner, we have the Rode VideoMic NTG, a much larger shotgun microphone that costs a whopping $250. Now, to be totally fair, both of these microphones do pretty much the same thing, and I use both on a regular basis. But there are some differences, so today I want to go over the pros and cons of each microphone and hopefully help you decide which one is right for you. Also, for whatever it's worth, right now I'm recording on a Rode Wireless Go with this Sennheiser lav mic. So if you like the sound of this setup, I'll link it down below as well. Alright, so to start things off, let's talk about some of the similarities with these microphones. They're both going to have a cold shoe mount, which means you can mount them directly on your camera. This is great for shooting events or other types of run and gun shooting where you just want better audio quality than your camera's internal microphone. They're also both going to have this kind of rubbery shock mount, so if you're running with your camera or it's getting whipped around, you're not going to pick up any of that noise. Both of these shock mounts work really well. Both of these microphones are also going to feature a 3.5mm connector, so you can plug it directly into your camera, an external recorder, or anything like that. You're not going to get XLR or mini XLR on these microphones, but for DSLR and mirrorless cameras, these are going to be perfect. And in terms of build quality, both of these microphones are going to be made out of metal. They're super durable, they feel really sturdy. I'm honestly super happy with the build quality of both of these. It feels very solid. I've been using the Micro for years, the NTG not quite as long, but I've never worried that either of them are going to break on me. Alright, so let's talk about the Micro a little bit. So this is a super small, light little microphone, and you can just throw it on your camera, plug it in, and you never have to worry about charging it. It comes with this dead cat, which is awesome for cutting out wind noise. This works really well. One thing that's a little bit of a gripe though is there are no controls or settings on this microphone. It's pretty much just plug and play, so you can't adjust anything on the fly without going into your camera's menu, but assuming you set it up correctly in your camera, it's gonna sound pretty dang good. Now, the VideoMic NTG on the other hand is quite a bit larger and quite a bit heavier than the Micro. I wouldn't call it heavy, like it's not gonna stop you from putting it on your camera, but it's noticeably larger. Now, unlike the Micro, this is not phantom powered. It has a built-in rechargeable battery, which charges via USB-C, and you're supposed to get around 30 hours of charge time out of it. I haven't actually left it on for 30 hours to test this, but I can assure you, you can do shoot after shoot without charging it. Another nice thing is this mic auto powers on and powers off. So if it's plugged into your camera and you turn the camera on, the mic turns on. If you turn the camera off, the mic turns off. So you don't have to worry about leaving the battery on. It also has a built-in battery indicator. It's green if it's pretty much fully charged, sort of an orangey yellow about halfway, and red means it's probably time to charge it. This mic also has a bunch of features built in. You've got a dial on the back, which is a stepless gain knob, meaning you can adjust audio on the fly with just a quick turn. It's dead silent, way faster than actually going into your camera settings if you need to turn down the volume or turn it up super quick. There's also some cool features like a high frequency boost, a high pass filter, or you can record a safety track that's about -20 decibels, quieter than your main track, so if the audio clips for a sec, you can still have that safety track to get clean audio. Now, this microphone comes with a windscreen, which works pretty well. It doesn't cancel out wind quite as good as something like a dead cat, so there is that, but you could always buy a dead cat if you are struggling with wind noise, but the windscreen is better than nothing. Alright, now the moment you've been waiting for, let's do an indoor audio test with each microphone. We're going to put the mic about a foot away from my mouth, 3 feet away from my mouth, and then 6 feet away from my mouth, so you can kind of hear the difference between each microphone at each distance. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. Alright, and last but not least, I want to get some sort of less scientific, raw vlog tests. Buddy! But I'm just going to run around, vlog with both microphones, so you can see how it sounds in different environments. Still on the Rode VideoMicro, this is how it sounds in a small enclosed environment. So it is actually crazy windy right now. I would be shocked if the Micro could handle this. So now I'm gonna switch to just the on camera. So if I was using the built-in camera microphone, it would sound like this, which I'm gonna go out on a limb and say is quite a bit worse. All right, and now you're listening to the Rode VideoMic NTG with just the windscreen on. Let's see how that compares to the Rode VideoMicro with its dead cat. Now you're listening to the Rode VideoMicro, and hopefully with that dead cat, the audio is gonna sound a little bit better. So standing a few feet away, this is the Rode VideoMic NTG, just sort of out and about vlog style. How does the audio sound? Switching back to the Rode VideoMicro, the wind picked up a little bit, but this should still be a relatively fair test. It's never gonna be perfect outside, but again, this is the Rode VideoMicro. All right, so I just finished listening to everything I shot earlier. I don't want to talk too much because I want you to form your own opinion based on these audio tests, but here's what I'm personally thinking. Honestly, I love both these microphones. The Micro is great because it can live on your camera. It's super small, super light, doesn't take any batteries. You just plug it in and you're good to go. On top of that, it's super wind resistant. More wind resistant than the VideoMic NTG. It sounds pretty good if you're vlogging or you want to boom it within a couple feet of your mouth. The NTG is still relatively portable. You can just throw it on your camera. It's pretty much plug and play, and in my opinion, it sounds noticeably better than the Micro. For filming YouTube videos or interviews or anything in a pretty controlled environment, I like it a lot better. But as you saw, it's not quite as wind resistant as the Micro. Now you could fix this by buying a dead cat, but of course that is an additional cost, and it's already quite a bit more. Additionally, despite it having pretty dang good battery life, you will have to charge it. If you forget to charge it, it's unusable. If you want a cheap microphone that you can keep on your camera, never have to worry about whether you're shooting on top of a mountain and it's super windy, or you want to vlog with it, or you do want to boom it, the Micro is a great option at an affordable price. If you want the highest possible sound quality, don't mind charging it, and have a little bit of a bigger budget, I think the NTG is the way to go. Anyways, that's it for me. Hopefully this helped you decide which microphone is going to be better for your specific needs. And as always, have fun, stay creative, and I'll see you all in the next one.